Chapter 1 Rebirth, Awakening System. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Tianqian Continent, Buyun Province, my city. Ji Wuchang stood at the gate of the city with an extremely complicated expression. Ji Wuchang is the son of the Ji family in my city. He was enrolled in the Changqing sect and is an inner disciple of the Changqing sect. He can't be said to be the best, but he is still okay. In his previous life, Ji Wuchang also went home today to participate in the 20-year family competition held in my city, but he was defeated by Xiao Fan of the Xiao family. This is a result that Ji Wuchang never thought of. Ji Wuchang originally thought it was a boring battle, and he didn't want to come at all, but he is also half of the adopted son of the head of the Ji family, and the grace of raising him must be repaid. This battle involves the redistribution of resources in my city. Ji Wuchang should come here for both emotional and rational reasons to fight for the best resources for the Ji family. He originally thought it was an easy battle, but he was ruined, his tendons and veins were damaged, and his immortal path was difficult from then on. Later, after practicing for a lifetime, he stopped at the Soul Division realm, and it was the worst Soul Division realm. However, Xiao Fan of the Xiao family used his reputation to rise to the top, successfully attracted the attention of Changshengmen, and became a disciple of Changshengmen and the holy son of Changshengmen. Later, he even walked out of Boyanzu, competed with the Tianjiao of various states in Tianqian Continent, became a quasi-saint, and became famous all over the world. Of course, this is the memory of Ji Wuchang before his death. Ji Wuchang did not expect that he was reborn and returned to the time before the My City family competition. Not only that, Ji Wuchang awakened a system, the sign-in copy system. This system has only two functions, one is sign-in, and the other is copying. Signing in is easy to understand. You can sign in at special locations once a day, and you can get rewards from the system every time you sign in. Moreover, there is another chance to draw a lottery every other month. As for what you can draw, it all depends on luck. Copying is to copy the opponent's things, including skills, combat skills, secret skills, lifespan, root bones, elixir, comprehension, etc. There is almost nothing that cannot be copied. Of course, it is not a free copy, but it requires the consumption of corresponding luck value. Luck is something that everyone has. The basic value of ordinary people is 1. As for those who practice immortality, their luck value is several times or even dozens of times that of ordinary people. The luck value of people with great luck is very high, almost all of them are over 1,000. As for the son of luck, it is even more frightening. System, sign in. Ji Wuchang looked at my city with a calm expression. Although my city is small, since it can breed a person with great luck like Xiao Fan, it must have its unique features. Ding! Sign in successfully at the north gate of my city, reward 10 years of cultivation. Luck value +5. The voice of the system sounded, and Ji Wuchang instantly felt a pure spiritual power suddenly pouring into his body. Ji Wuchang's original cultivation level of the 3rd level of Qi training suddenly soared, and he directly reached the peak of the 4th level of Qi training, and was only one step away from the 5th level of Qi training. Ji Wuchang was overjoyed, and his eyes were shining. Now there are 5 days before the competition. In his previous life, after he entered the city, he took a 1,000-year-old ginseng from the Ji family and raised his cultivation to the peak of the 4th level of Qi refining. Ji Wuchang originally thought that this cultivation was enough to sweep all opponents, but Xiao Fan was very secretive. When he finally fought with himself, he showed his cultivation of the peak of the 5th level of Qi refining, which made Ji Wuchang unable to fight back. You know, Xiao Fan was regarded as a waste in the Xiao family. If the Xiao family had not fallen into decline, there would be no one to arrange, and Xiao Fan would not be sent to participate in the war. No one thought that Xiao Fan could endure to this point. After traveling outside for 2 years, he went from a person in the postnatal realm to a genius in the 5th level of Qi refining. Later, Ji Wuchang learned that the reason why Xiao Fan was so powerful was that he had fused a small piece of bones of a powerful person in the Soul Division realm in his body. What really made Xiao Fan transform was a storage ring he obtained in the back mountain of the Changqing Gate after joining the Changqing Gate. In this storage ring, there is the soul of a powerful person in the Supreme Realm. And it is also a top beauty. But now that he, Ji Wuchang, has been reborn, all of this will be his. Ji Wuchang checked the system panel, host, Ji Wuchang, cultivation, peak of the 4th level of Qi refining, root bones, earth rank middle grade, luck value, 117, special ability, none, system task, none, the panel is very clean. Ji Wuchang's luck value was originally 110, and after 2 days of signing in, it reached 117. Ji Wuchang took a deep breath. It has been almost a month since he left the sect. When he awakened the system yesterday, he wanted to turn around and return to the sect. After all, the storage ring in the back mountain is extremely important, but then Ji Wuchang thought of Xiao Fan, and a cold light flashed in his eyes. Where you fall, you must stand up from there. If he knew that Xiao Fan was at the peak of the 5th level of Qi refining in his previous life, he would not have no hope of winning. It was that he did not take the other party seriously at all, and did not even wear the armor given to him by the sect. You know, that armor can withstand the attack of the 9th level of Qi refining. If he had put on the armor at that time, not to mention that Xiao Fan was at the 5th level of Qi refining, even if he was at the 6th level of Qi refining, he would not be able to hurt him. Reliving his life again made Ji Wuchang understand a truth: a lion will use all its strength to fight a rabbit. Despising others is the beginning of your failure. So in this life, Ji Wuchang will not despise anyone, either not to make a move, or once he makes a move, he will go all out. In his previous life, because of the damage to his tendons and veins, he suffered discrimination when he returned to Changshengmen. Even his respected senior sister and Kursen looked at him coldly. In the end, he fell into Xiao Fan's arms and became one of Xiao Fan's women. It's a pity that Kursen didn't have a good ending in the end. During a trip to the secret realm, he damaged his dantian and was ruthlessly abandoned by Xiao Fan. How could Xiao Fan keep a useless person around him? Kursen waited for him for decades, and finally woke up when he was dying of old age. He found Ji Wuchang, who had already reached the soul-dividing realm at that time, and knelt down to repent. Ji Wuchang was furious when he thought of the various things Kursen had done to him in his previous life. His tendons and veins had the possibility of recovery, but Kursen believed Xiao Fan's instigation and replaced a Peiyuan grass. The 500-year-old Peiyuan grass was replaced with a 100-year-old one, which greatly reduced the medicinal power of the Peiyuan pill refined later. After taking it himself, only about 70% of his tendons and veins were repaired, and his tendons and veins were left with a root of disease from then on. This is also the reason why I could only barely raise my cultivation to the soul division realm after using all my means in my previous life. For this pair of dogs and bitches, Ji Wuchang will not let either of them go in this life. Poor me, I didn't understand the truth of the matter until Kursen knelt down to repent in my previous life. After licking Kursen for so long, he got such a result. Ji Wuchang often laughed at himself these days. There is no good end for licking dogs. Xiao Fan, Kursen, I, Ji Wuchang, am back. Wuchang is asking for my life. How should you deal with it? Ji Wuchang muttered to himself, and then slowly stepped into my city. Chapter 2 Copying the Thunder Blast Fist. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Makino City is a city with a population of 300,000, and the first family is the Ji family. The Wang family and the Zhang family can be on equal footing with the Ji family, but their overall strength is slightly inferior. These three families are considered the first-class families in Makino City. Each family has a master at the 6th level of Qi refining in charge. There are also 3 second-rate families, namely the Xiao family, the Bai family, and the Lan family. Only those with the highest level of cultivation can reach the 4th level of Qi refining. Wherever there are people, there will be competition, and Makino City is no exception. The competition in Makino City is mainly about 2 things. One is a large iron mine outside the city, and the other is the management rights of Makino City's southern and northern cities. After Ji Wuchang entered through the north gate, he immediately entered the bustling north city. The north city is indeed prosperous, with many shops and merchants gathered there. In the previous life, after Ji Wuchang lost to Xiao Fan in the competition, he went to the gate of immortality in despair. He never set foot in this sad place for the rest of his life. there is another reason for this, and that is that the Ji family's attitude towards him has changed greatly. Ji Wuchang himself was picked up by the head of the Ji family, not his biological son. Without the constraints of blood ties, Ji Wuchang and the Ji family gradually drifted away. Looking at the bustling crowd, Ji Wuchang's expression became dazed again. His eyes filled with memories. Boom! Ji Wuchang didn't pay attention and collided directly with someone, instantly bringing Ji Wuchang, who was trapped in memories, back to reality. It's you. The two of them almost said the same thing. Then there was a hint of coldness in his eyes. Ding! The system has detected the Xian-level low-grade combat skill Thunder Explosion Fist practiced by Xiao Fan. It requires 100 luck points to copy it. Do you want to copy it? At this moment, the system's voice sounded in Ji Wuchang's mind, making Ji Wuchang's eyes shine. Coincidentally, the person who just collided with Ji Wuchang was Xiao Fan. Xiao Fan came out of a shop and was thinking about how to explain the past 2 years to his parents. When he returned to the Xiao family, he didn't notice Ji Wuchang, who was thinking about something, and the two of them bumped into each other. The moment the two saw each other, they recognized each other's identity at the same time. Xiao Fan has only one purpose in coming back this time, and that is to defeat Ji Wuchang and make the Xiao family feel proud. Of course, Xiao Fan must also rely on the reputation of Ji Wuchang's inner disciple of the Chongqing sect to pave the way for himself. At this moment, Ji Wuchang was overwhelmed with emotion. He had been thinking for the past 2 days, how to deal with Xiao Fan's Thunder Explosion Fist. Although Thunder Explosion Fist is only a low-grade Xian-level combat skill, it is no worse than the average Xian-level mid-level combat skill. After the Thunder Explosion Fist was deployed, there was a faint flash of lightning above the fist, which was extremely powerful. Ji Wuchang has memories of his previous life, so he naturally knows a lot of combat skills, but many combat skills cannot be used casually in public, and with his current level of cultivation, he should not have such combat skills. Once you use it, it will definitely bring you a lot of trouble. In Tianqin continent, each sect's combat skills and techniques are strictly protected. There are only 2 combat skills he is currently practicing, one is Breaking Wind Palm and the other is Qingyun Sword Technique. These 2 combat skills were selected from the library pavilion when he became an inner disciple of the Eternal Life sect. They are not considered explosive combat skills, so they will have no problem dealing with those whose combat power lags behind theirs, but if you deal with someone whose combat power is equal to your own, you will suffer a loss. In his previous life, Ji Wuchang used Breaking Wind Palm to fight against Xiao Fan's Thunder Explosion Fist, and was suppressed to death by it. As the saying goes, only magic can defeat magic. When someone gave him a pillow when he felt sleepy, Ji Wuchang's eyes lit up and he silently thought about copying. Ding! The copy is successful and consumes 100 luck points. Consuming 4 luck points can make Thunder Explosion Fist a small success, 8 luck points can make Thunder Explosion Fist a great success, and 16 luck points can make Thunder Explosion Fist perfect. Does the master need to consume luck points to practice? The system sound came again, making Ji Wuchang feel a little dazed. To be honest, although I have had the system for a few days, except for the sign-in function, I don't know much about other functions. He originally thought about spending a few days studying Thunder Explosion Fist after returning, hoping to practice it to a small degree. I never thought that cheating devices could exist, so why should I hesitate? The system consumes 16 luck points. Ding. The 16 points of luck have been deducted. Congratulations to the owner for completing the Thunder Explosion Fist, and the realization is being transmitted. As the system's words fell, countless insights about Thunder Explosion Fist crazily poured into Ji Wuchang's mind. At this moment, Ji Wuchang felt as if he had been practicing Thunder Explosion Fist for decades, and his understanding of Breaking Wind Palm was even deeper. This all seems very long, but in fact it only takes about 2 breaths. Xiao Fan and Ji Wuchang looked at each other and could see the hostility in each other's eyes, but then he turned his head at the same time, not looking at each other. They don't want each other to see what's hidden in each other's eyes. Xiao Fan couldn't help but turn around. For some reason, he felt as if he had lost something, and there was an inexplicable worry in his heart, but then Xiao Fan put all this behind him. He had sharpened himself hard in the past 2 years. He was not afraid of anyone at the same level. Ji Wuchang looked at Xiao Fan's leaving figure, with a trace of murderous intent flashing in his eyes. In the last life, when I was forced back to the edge of the ring by this guy with thunder-blasting fist, the opponent suddenly used a trace of power from the bones of the strong man in the soul-splitting realm. Xiao Fan injected this power into his body, causing his veins to break. In this life, Ji Wuchang will not give him this opportunity. Ji Wuchang glanced at the system panel, and the luck value was only 1, and he couldn't help shaking his head and smiling bitterly. Although the system is strong, his luck value is not enough. After this competition is over, he will terminate his relationship with the Ji family. He won this competition for the Ji family, so that the Ji family does not have to worry about resources within 20 years. He, Ji Wuchang, deserves the Ji family. Ji Wuchang was 10 years old when he entered the Ji family. Ji Ping, the current head of the Ji family, took a fancy to Ji Wuchang's root bone, so he brought him back. 3 years later, Chang Shengman came to my city to recruit disciples. Ji Wuchang passed the root bone test and was brought into Changshengmen. Now 5 years have passed, and Ji Wuchang is already 18 years old. To put it bluntly, Ji Wuchang has only been in the Ji family for 3 years. Therefore, he does not have too deep feelings for the Ji family. The actions of the Ji family in the last life chilled Ji Wuchang's heart. In this life, he does not want to have too much involvement with the Ji family. Winning this competition for them is like repaying the Ji family for their 3 years of raising him. 5 years have changed Ji Wuchang a lot, and he is now a completely different person from when he left. Xiao Fan, I will use my Thunder Explosion Fist to break your Thunder Explosion Fist. I wonder how you will feel then. Ji Wuchang muttered to himself, with a hint of anticipation in his eyes. To be honest, Ji Wuchang really wanted to see the other party get angry. Chapter 3 Peak of the 5th Level of Qi Refining. You are listening at novelfull.audio. As Ji Wuchang walked, he realized the Thunder Explosion Fist, and a cheerful smile appeared on his lips. Ji Wuchang clenched his right hand into a fist, and with the movement of the skills in his body, there were traces of thunder and lightning flashing on his right hand, which looked very mysterious. Ji Wuchang then frowned. The power of thunder and lightning was weaker. In order to maximize the power of the Thunder Explosion Fist, it must be assisted by a magic weapon or magical weapon from the Thunder and Lightning series. It would be best if there were gloves with lightning properties. Thinking of this, Ji Wuchang couldn't help but start searching for memories of his previous life in his mind, and suddenly his eyes lit up. If he remembered correctly, the Bai family had a pair of thunder-attributed magic weapons. In his previous life, Xiao Fan once went to the Bai family and wanted to buy this glove for 1 or 200 low-grade spiritual stones, but the Bai family didn't agree, and the head of the Bai family even humiliated Xiao Fan. Xiao Fan was very angry and walked away. The Bai family didn't take this matter to heart, but as the competition ended and Xiao Fan dominated the audience, the Bai family was dumbfounded. In order to make amends, the Bai family gave these gloves to Xiao Fan, which solved the unpleasantness this time. The Bai family didn't know that there was something else in this glove. In Ji Wuchang's previous life, he just heard his senior sister and curse and mutter, saying that his fist actually contained a heaven-level high-quality combat skill, but Ji Wuchang didn't know the specific combat skills. After all, the gap between him and Xiao Fan was so big that they had no intersection at all. After thinking about this, Ji Wuchang couldn't help but smile. Ji Wuchang is not in a hurry to go to Bai's house. After all, it would be better to let Xiao Fan hit the wall and go by himself. Ji Wuchang then stopped staying and headed towards the direction of the Ji family. At the main entrance of the Ji family, the head of the family, Ji Ping, and the elders of the Ji family were standing there waiting. Ji Wuchang had sent them a letter a long time ago, telling them the time of return. Master, can Wuchang really win this year's competition on behalf of our Ji family? That the eldest elder of the Ji family, Ji Cheng, said worriedly. The other elders of the Ji family are also quite worried. After all, this is an issue that will affect the resources of the Ji family in Makino City in the next 20 years. Ji Ping looked calm and then said, we have no other choice. Ji Bing is only at the first level of Qi refining, so he cannot be the opponent of the others. Ji Ping's words silenced everyone present and stopped talking. As Ji Ping said, they have no choice. Ji Wuchang is the Ji family's greatest hope. In fact, according to their seniority, there was no need for Ji Ping and others to come to the door to greet Ji Wuchang in person, but Ji Wuchang is an inner disciple of the Chongqing sect. This status alone is not something that the Ji family can neglect. Ji Wuchang saw a group of people from the Ji family standing at the gate of the Ji family from afar. He glanced at them and saw that they were no different from what he remembered. I have never seen the head of the family and the elders before. Ji Wuchang came to the crowd and spoke calmly. Seeing Ji Wuchang speaking, Ji Ping and others couldn't help but heave a sigh of relief. They really didn't know how to speak better. Just come back, just come back. Ji Ping smiled and spoke, but he couldn't help but sigh in his heart. Ji Ping had always wanted to adopt Ji Wuchang as his adopted son, but now that he heard the other party calling him that, he understood what Ji Wuchang meant. Ji Ping had already arranged a banquet to bring Ji Ping a cleansing life, just like in his previous life. After 3 rounds of wine and 5 flavors of food, Ji Qing finally couldn't help but said, "Wuchang, what kind of cultivation are you doing now?" Ji Wuchang smiled slightly and glanced at a woman not far away. This woman's name is Xiao, and she is a slave of the Ji family. She looks quite pretty. Xiao Fan once saved Xiaomei's mother and was very kind to Xiaomei. After he came to Ji's house in his previous life, Ji Ping asked Xiaomei to serve him. Xiaomei went out for an excuse one day and told Xiao Fan everything about herself. Of course, today's conversation is included in that. Ji Wuchang smiled slightly, and then said calmly, "Great Elder, I am now at the late stage of the 3rd level of qi refining. With the help of special elixirs, there should be hope to break through to the 4th level of qi refining." That this answer is a bit different from Ji Wuchang's answer in his previous life. In his previous life, he answered truthfully about the 3rd level of qi refining, which meant he was hiding something. Ji Wuchang glanced at Xiaomei pretending to be careless, and sure enough, he saw that her ears were pricked up, and she was very serious when she heard it. Ji Wuchang couldn't help but reveal a sneer at the corner of his mouth. If Xiaomei lets her live for a few more days and then tells Ji Ping about her before setting off for the competition, Ji Ping will definitely not be able to tolerate him. Hearing Ji Wuchang's words, Ji's family couldn't help but smile. At present, they learned that the people from the Wang family and the Zhang family who participated in the competition were all at the 2nd level of qi refining. Even if they find a way to improve it, they can only reach the 3rd level of qi refining at most. But if Ji Wuchang's cultivation level is improved, wouldn't it be the 4th level of qi refining? Thinking of this, the Ji family members all looked at the clan leader Ji Ping, and then nodded slightly. This is what Ji Ping and the elders of the Ji family have long discussed. If they agree to give the 1,000-year ginseng to Ji Wuchang, everyone can just nod at the banquet. After the banquet, just like in the previous life, Xiaomei was arranged to serve Ji Wuchang. The courtyard is still the same courtyard. In addition to Xiaomei, there is also a maid named Xiaohe. Not long after Ji Wuchang and the others arrived at the courtyard, Ji Ping came with a wooden box in his hand. "Wuchang, this is a 1,000-year-old ginseng. It is a treasure that my Ji family has tried every means to obtain. If you refine it, it should be able to take your cultivation to a higher level." Hearing Ji Ping's words, Ji Wuchang smiled and nodded, without any politeness, and took the wooden box from the other party. "Thank you, master." Ji Ping nodded, and wanted to say something, but found that he didn't know how to start. He couldn't help but sighed, patted Ji Wuchang's shoulder, and left. Ji Wuchang knew that Ji Ping must have thought of his dead son again. If he was still alive, he should be about the same age as him. Ji Wuchang asked Xiaomei and Xiaohe to go out, set up a simple defensive barrier in the room, and began to practice cross-legged. After a while, Ji Wuchang opened his eyes, and he was as calm as water. Ji Wuchang opened the wooden box without any hesitation and took out the 1,000-year-old ginseng inside. A ball of fire flew out of Ji Wuchang's hand, wrapping the 1,000-year-old ginseng tightly. Under high temperature, the 1,000-year-old ginseng began to melt, gradually shrinking, and finally turned into a drop of yellow liquid the size of a thumb. Ji Wuchang's eyes were burning with heat, and without any hesitation, he swallowed the drop of yellow liquid into his stomach. The huge spiritual power exploded in Ji Wuchang's body, and Ji Wuchang felt that his dantian was swollen in an instant. Ji Wuchang hurriedly operated the skills, guiding this huge medicinal power to rush into his limbs and bones. With a bang, Ji Wuchang felt as if something in his body was pierced, and his cultivation level rose steadily. In just a moment, his cultivation level directly broke through from the peak of the 4th level of Qi refining to the peak of the 5th level of Qi refining. Chapter 4 Purple Qi Burning Heaven Art. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Before dawn the next day, Ji Wuchang got up, then sat cross-legged on the roof, facing east. In his previous life, Ji Wuchang also had an adventure and obtained a technique called Purple Qi Burning Heaven Technique. It was this technique that allowed Ji Wuchang to break through to the Soul Division realm. It was a pity that the scars on his tendons and veins were delayed for too long and could not be restored, which made him regret for the rest of his life. Purple Qi Burning Heaven Technique has a total of 11 levels, which correspond to the 11 major realms of Tianqian Continent: Postnatal Realm, Qi Refining Realm, Foundation Building Realm, Purple Mansion Realm, Soul Division Realm, Six God Realm, Dao Slashing Realm, Celestial Realm, Supreme Realm, Saint, Supreme Emperor. In his previous life, Ji Wuchang stopped at the 5th level, and even the 5th level was just a little bit of understanding. Now that he has lived again, the first thing Ji Wuchang thinks of is to build a supreme foundation for himself. Purple Qi Burning Heaven Technique has become Ji Wuchang's first choice. After Ji Wuchang was reborn, he had been thinking about this matter. When he broke through to the peak of the 5th level of Qi refining last night, he made up his mind. The technique he originally practiced was the Changqing Gong of Changshengmen. This technique is full of vitality and is definitely good for those who have just entered the Immortal Gate, but the strongest ancestor of Changshengmen is only an ancestor at the peak of the Soul Division realm, and the Changqing Gong is only at the 4th level. This is also the reason why Ji Wuchang switched to the Purple Qi Burning Heaven technique in his previous life. After living a new life, he directly gave up the Changqing Gong and turned to the Purple Qi Burning Heaven technique. Ji Wuchang's cultivation is not high, and it is best to start practicing the Purple Qi Burning Heaven technique now, otherwise it will be a bit troublesome once the foundation is established. Ji Wuchang practiced the technique, his eyes fixed on the gradually brightening clouds in the distant sky. He knew that the sun was about to rise. A round of red sun jumped out of the clouds and appeared in the distant sky. Ji Wuchang took a deep breath and practiced the Purple Qi Burning Heaven technique. There was a special suction coming from his body. A huge purple air gathered towards Ji Wuchang, and entered his body through all the pores of Ji Wuchang's body. The purple air reorganized in Ji Wuchang's body, and countless purple air seemed to form a purple sun. Ji Wuchang groaned, because at this moment, as the purple air reorganized in his body, the temperature soared, and he felt that his whole body was burned by fire. Ji Wuchang was not worried at all, but a hint of joy appeared on his face. In his previous life, he practiced the Purple Air Burning Heaven art, and it was not until the 15th day that he had this feeling. Now he is practicing for the first time, and he has such a feeling, which shows that this technique is indeed suitable for him to practice. The tendons and veins are intact, and the majestic purple air flows endlessly in the body, and finally gathers in the dantian and reorganizes in the dantian. This feeling is really wonderful. The sun's rays shine on Ji Wuchang, making him look golden. In addition, he looks serious at the moment, sitting cross-legged on the roof like a golden Buddha. On Ji Wuchang's body, wisps of black air floated out and then disappeared. These were impurities contained in Ji Wuchang's tendons and veins, which were constantly discharged from his body as the purple air flowed. Of course, Ji Wuchang himself didn't know all this. He just felt that his whole body was getting hotter and hotter, as if he had entered a furnace. Originally, the burning place was only limited to the tendons and veins, but as the purple air continued to enter his body, he felt that his flesh and blood were beginning to burn. But Ji Wuchang was not surprised but happy, because the first level of the Purple Air Burning Heaven art was to temper the body, which corresponds to the postnatal realm. In his previous life, he didn't enjoy the treatment of tempering the body at all, but he knew very well that this was very important. In Tianqian Continent, there is a saying in the martial arts world that the postnatal realm has a copper skin and iron bones. Once you cultivate to a copper skin and iron bones, ordinary swords and knives can hardly hurt you at all. Such a person is already a master in the martial arts world, but for immortal cultivators, that is not even the door. The Qi refining realm of the immortal cultivators is actually the body. but this body refers more to the internal organs. Compared with the acquired realm, the Qi refining realm is more comprehensive and thorough, and at the same time allows the true Qi to be transformed into spiritual power. The strongest Qi refining realm in the eyes of the immortal cultivators is the golden skin and jade bones, which is a deeper level than the copper skin and iron bones. In the previous life, Wuchang naturally could not reach this realm, but in this life, he must reach it. If the foundation is not solid, the earth will shake. If he cannot cultivate the acquired realm and the Qi refining realm to the extreme, he, Wuchang, will not be able to achieve a perfect foundation. The foundation building realm is the verification stone of whether the foundation of the immortal cultivator is solid. Some people can cast 5 Dao platforms in their bodies, or even more, but some people can only cast 3 Dao platforms, or even less. When Wuchang built his foundation in his previous life, there were a total of 5 Dao platforms. But in this life, he wants to cast 10 Dao platforms that no one else can achieve. This is Wuchang's ambition. 9 is the extreme, but 10 is perfect. If he could build 10 Dao platforms in his body, Wuchang would be qualified to compete with all the geniuses on this continent in the future. Boyunzu is too small, and it trapped him for most of his life in his previous life. He wants to leave earlier in this life to see the big world outside. As time passed, the surging purple air gradually weakened, and the temperature in Wuchang's body also gradually decreased as the purple air weakened. Wuchang was not surprised at all about all this. Everything was within his expectations. At this moment, in Wuchang's dantian, there was a fist-sized purple light ball quietly suspended there. Wuchang looked at the purple air with unusually bright eyes. This day's practice was equivalent to more than half a month in the previous life. Wuchang slowly opened his eyes. Both of his eyes were purple, but in just a moment, they returned to normal. At this moment, under the roof, Ji Ping and Ji Cheng were already waiting there. Wuchang had known they were coming for a long time, but he ignored them, as his practice was more important than anything else. Wuchang flew down and came to the two of them, his expression as calm as water. Wuchang, what's wrong? Although Ji Ping had sensed the change in Wuchang's aura, he still asked. After all, this was a major event related to the Ji family's future 20 years. Ji Ping glanced around and saw Xiao Mei not far away. She seemed to be unconcerned about this, but she was listening with her ears erect. Fortunately, I have fulfilled my mission and have broken through to the 4th level of Qi refining. Wuchang smiled, and then the momentum on his body continued to rise, revealing the aura of the 4th level of Qi refining. Ji Ping and Ji Cheng looked at each other and smiled at the same time. At this moment, they were completely relieved. Ji Ping then patted Wuchang on the shoulder and chatted with him with a smile. It was almost the same as what Wuchang remembered in his previous life. Wuchang looked at Xiaomei's back as she left, and a sneer hung on the corner of his mouth. Chapter 5 Pressure. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Wuchang went out, and he followed Xiaomei. Xiaomei had no cultivation, so naturally she couldn't know Wuchang's existence. In the previous life, Wuchang didn't know where Xiaomei had seen Xiao Fan, and this time he followed out purely out of curiosity. Moreover, according to the information Wuchang had in his previous life, Xiao Fan would be eager to go to the Bai family today. After all, if he could get a pair of thunder attribute magic weapons, it would indeed increase Xiao Fan's combat power. Xiaomei took Wuchang to turn left and right, and finally stopped at a corner, not moving forward. Wuchang looked around and then laughed. If he remembered correctly, the Bai family was not far from that corner. Thinking of this, Wuchang couldn't help showing a curious expression, and his body shook and disappeared immediately. When he appeared again, he came to a tea house 100 meters away from the gate of the Bai family. Wuchang chose a position by the window on the 2nd floor, opened the window a crack, just facing the gate of the Bai family. After the waiter served the tea, he took Wuchang's 1 or 2 silver coins and happily retreated. A pot of tea only cost 100 coins, and this guest gave him 1 or 2 silver coins. How could he not be happy? Wuchang drank tea leisurely, and then looked at the gate of the Bai family. At this moment, several people came out of the gate, one of whom was Xiao Fan. Although he was the son of the Xiao family, Xiao Fan was dressed in coarse linen clothes, which looked extremely simple. Wuchang smiled slightly, this guy is indeed a man with deep scheming, wearing this kind of clothes, just to make people despise him. He went to the Bai family and suppressed his cultivation very low, otherwise, as long as he let go of his cultivation, the Bai family would definitely send that pair of thunder attribute fists. Wuchang naturally knew the reason why Xiao Fan did this, fearing that he would be vigilant after knowing his strength. This guy has been calculating himself from the beginning, and wants to step on himself to get to the top. Seeing Xiao Fan leave the Bai family with an ugly face, Wuchang couldn't help but smile. Wuchang then left the tea house, and indeed saw Xiao Fan walking towards Xiamei's direction. Wuchang sneered in his heart, and the murderous intent in his heart rose up, but then he suppressed it. Why bother with a dying person? Wuchang laughed at himself, waited for a moment not far away, and after making sure Xiao Fan left, he walked straight towards the Bai family. The gatekeeper of the Bai family saw Wuchang in gorgeous clothes, and did not dare to neglect him, and hurried forward. Before they could speak, Wuchang said calmly, "Go and report to the head of the Bai family, and say that Wuchang from the Chongqing sect is here to visit." The gatekeeper nodded when he heard it, leaving one person to guard the gate, and the other ran inside. At this moment, in the hall of the Bai family, Bai Yanshan, the head of the Bai family, and his son Bai Long were sitting there chatting. "Father, why don't you agree to Xiao Fan's request? The Xiao family is also a second-rate family, just like our Bai family. If Xiao Fan can get a good ranking, it will also be good for our Bai family." Bai Long was quite puzzled and spoke to his father Bai Yanshan. Bai Yanshan smiled slightly, then said, "You are still too young. Do you know who is the contestant from the Ji family this time?" Bai Long frowned slightly when he heard it, and then said, "Ji Bing, he has the highest cultivation level in the Ji family at present." Bai Yanshan shook his head when he heard it, and a trace of disdain appeared on his face. Ji Bing, a little girl at the first level of Qi refining, how could the Ji family put their hopes on her? The real participant of the Ji family this time is Wuchang, who joined the Chongqing sect a few years ago and just arrived in my city yesterday. Hearing his father's words, Bai Long was surprised, and then asked in surprise, "Father, how did you know this?" Bai Yanshan smiled slightly, and then said, "I spent a lot of money to arrange a spy in the Ji family, and this person sent the news last night." At that time, Ji Ping, Ji Cheng and others were at the door of the Ji family to welcome Wuchang. "Think about it, even if I sell the pair of fists to Xiao Fan, do you think Xiao Fan can beat Wuchang? Don't even think about it, he will definitely not be able to beat him. In that case, why should we offend the Ji family and offend Wuchang who has the Chongqing sect as his backing?" Bai Yanshan's eyes showed a wise look, and Bai Long was also full of admiration after hearing it. At this moment, a servant came in hurriedly, clasped his fists to Bai Yanshan and said, "Master, there is a man who claims to be Wuchang from the Chongqing sect who is here to visit." When Bai Yanshan heard this, his eyes lit up instantly, and he stood up quickly and walked out, with Bai Long in a hurry. Soon, the three of them sat opposite each other in the hall of the Bai family. Unlike Xiao Fan's visit just now, Bai Yanshan did not sit at the top, but sat in the first chair on the right. As for Wuchang, he sat in the first chair on the left. After the servant served tea and left, Bai Yanshan smiled and said, "Mr. Ji, why did you come to my Bai family today?" Wuchang smiled slightly, and then smiled and said, "Master Bai, to be honest, I heard that the Bai family has a pair of thunder attribute boxing gloves, and I am very interested. I wonder if Master Bai is willing to give it up. I am willing to buy it with spirit stones or elixirs." Bai Yanshan and Bai Long looked at each other and saw the surprise in each other's eyes at the same time, because Xiao Fan had just left and Wuchang came right after, and the two of them were looking for the same thing. Is there any secret hidden in the boxing gloves? This thought came up in Bai Yanshan and Bai Long's minds at the same time. But Bai Yanshan is quite shrewd. He smiled and said, "Mr. Ji, to be honest, I have promised Xiao Fan of the Xiao family that pair of boxing gloves. He will come to my Bai family to take them away in a few days." The method used by Bai Yanshan is very simple, that is, to delay for a few days and use a few days to study it yourself and see if there are any secrets hidden in the boxing gloves. Xiao Fan did come to the Bai family just now, and it is most appropriate to use him as a shield. When Ji Wuchang heard Bai Yenshan's words, he couldn't help but smile slightly. Bai Yenshan's answer was within his expectations. Ji Wuchang didn't speak, and his momentum rose steadily. In just a moment, he reached the peak of the 4th level of qi refining. At this moment, Bai Yenshan and Bai Long's faces changed color at the same time, and Bai Yenshan also had a 4th level of qi refining cultivation rising from his body. Although both of them were at the 4th level of qi refining, they were incomparable. If Ji Wuchang's aura was compared to a torch, then Bai Yenshan's was a flame. As for Bai Long, he felt like there was a mountain on his body and he couldn't even speak. In just a moment, beads of sweat began to appear on the faces of Bai Yenshan and Bai Long. Chapter 6 obtained. You are listening at novelfull.audio. However, fortunately, after just a moment, Ji Wuchang retracted his outward momentum, which made Bai Yenshan feel relieved. At this moment, Bai Yenshan and Bai Long looked at Ji Wuchang with completely different eyes. But it was not over yet. At this moment, Ji Wuchang clenched his right fist, and there was a trace of lightning on his fist, and there was a faint sound of thunder in his fist. Ji Wuchang loosened his right fist, then looked at Bai Yenshan, and said calmly, "Master Bai, I, Ji Wuchang, never force others. Since Master Bai has promised the boxing gloves to Xiao Fan, then today's visit is presumptuous." After Ji Wuchang finished speaking, he stood up and prepared to leave directly. This time Bai Yenshan was not calm. Ji Wuchang was so young, but he was already a strong man at the peak of the 4th level of qi refining. This shows how talented he is. With the support of the Changxing Gate, it won't take long for his cultivation to advance by leaps and bounds. If the Bai family offends such a powerful enemy, they will probably not sleep well in the future. Mr. Ji, wait. Bai Yenshan wiped the sweat from his forehead and stood up quickly. Ji Wuchang would naturally not leave. If Bai Yenshan refused to drink the toast today, then he, Ji Wuchang, would have to treat him to a penalty drink. Ji Wuchang was determined to get this pair of boxing gloves. If anyone dared to stop him, don't blame him for being rude. Bai Long was so shocked that he couldn't speak at this moment. He looked at Ji Wuchang with a completely different look. "Master Bai, is there still something?" Ji Wuchang glanced at Bai Yenshan calmly, which made Bai Yenshan secretly admire him. He was worthy of being a disciple from Changshengman. Bai Yenshan didn't dare to keep it a secret and said directly, "Mr. Ji, you just said that you can use pills to exchange the pair of boxing gloves with my Bai family. I wonder if you are serious." Ji Wuchang smiled slightly, then waved his hand, and 2 pills flew out of his hand and instantly came to Bai Yenshan. "Master Bai, these 2 are first-grade Yuanqi pills. Although the quality is a little worse, they are enough to allow 2 people at the 1st level of qi refining to break through to the 2nd level of qi refining. Of course, if 2 pills are given to people at the 2nd level of qi refining at the same time, there is also a 60% chance that the other party will advance from the 2nd level of qi refining to the 3rd level of qi refining. These 2 pills are from my Changqing sect, and there is a trace of Changqing Gong spiritual power in them, which should be enough to match the value of the pair of boxing gloves." Looking at the 2 pills in front of him, Bai Long's eyes lit up. He is only at the 1st level of qi refining, and has been stagnant for a long time. At this moment, Bai Long's breathing became heavy. Bai Yenshan's eyes also lit up. With these 2 pills, the Bai family has 2 more masters of the 2nd level of qi refining, which is absolutely worthwhile. Bai Yenshan only considered it for 2 breaths, and then directly put away the 2 pills. "Mr. Ji, wait a moment, I will go to the Ji family warehouse to get this pair of boxing gloves." Bai Yenshan smiled and clasped his fists to Ji Wuchang, and then hurried away. In the hall, only Bai Long and Ji Wuchang were left. Bai Long sat upright with a flattering smile on his face. Ji Wuchang nodded to Bai Long, then picked up the teacup and said to the system in his heart, "System, sign in." Ji Wuchang deliberately came to the Bai family to sign in today. After all, the Bai family is also a small immortal family, and there may be extra rewards. Ding. The Bai family in my city signed in successfully, and was rewarded with 2 years of cultivation. Luck value +2. The voice of the system sounded in Ji Wuchang's mind, and then a pure spiritual power poured into Ji Wuchang's body. Ji Wuchang's cultivation, which had already reached the peak of the 5th level of qi refining, fluctuated violently. Ji Wuchang was startled and quickly used the purple qi burning heaven art to refine this excess spiritual power and disperse it into his limbs. As this spiritual power flowed into his limbs, Ji Wuchang instantly felt that his body seemed to have become stronger again. At this moment, Ji Wuchang suddenly had an epiphany. In his previous life, Ji Wuchang did not pay too much attention to the cultivation of the physical body. His physical body was greatly improved later because of the purple qi burning heaven art. Ji Wuchang had heard people say in his previous life that the root bone only determines a person's starting point, but the physical body determines a person's upper limit. If you want to constantly break this upper limit, you must constantly strengthen the physical training. When he thought of this sentence, Ji Wuchang's eyes showed joy. He found the direction of cultivation for a long time in the future. Bai Long looked at Ji Wuchang in surprise. He just sensed a terrible momentum on the other party, but this momentum dissipated instantly, and he didn't know if it was his illusion. Bai Yenshan came back quickly. In just a few minutes, Bai Yenshan reappeared in the hall with a mahogany box in his hand. Ji Wuchang took the mahogany box from Bai Yenshan, opened it and took a look, and a hint of joy appeared on his face. From this moment on, his fate, Ji Wuchang, will change dramatically. Ji Wuchang sighed for a moment, then waved his hand and directly put the pair of boxing gloves into the system space. Ji Wuchang stood up and said calmly, "Master Bai, I hope you don't tell anyone about my visit today." Bai Yenshan nodded quickly and said with a smile, "Don't worry, Master Ji, no news of today's incident will be spread." Ji Wuchang nodded with satisfaction, then said with a smile, "I'm sorry to bother Master Bai today. I, Ji Wuchang, never owe anyone a favor. How about this, I'll send Master Bai a message. In about half a month, Changshengmen will recruit disciples in my city. If you have suitable candidates in the Bai family, please bring them to my city in advance." What Ji Wuchang said is true. In the previous life, Changshengmen recruited disciples in my city at about that time. The news that Xiao Fan defeated Ji Wuchang, an inner disciple of Changshengmen, spread throughout my city at that time. It was known by the 5 elders who recruited disciples in Changshengmen, and Xiao Fan entered Changshengmen because of this. In the previous life, Changshengmen came suddenly, and many children of the Ji family and other families were traveling outside and missed this opportunity. Ji Wuchang released this news in advance, which was definitely a great favor for the Bai family. If someone from the Bai family can enter Changshengmen, it means that the Bai family has an extra big backer. "Thank you, Mr. Ji." Bai Yenshan hurriedly clasped his fists to express his gratitude, and his eyes showed joy. At this moment, Bai Yenshan was really grateful to Ji Wuchang. The father and son personally sent Ji Wuchang to the door of the Bai family. Looking at Ji Wuchang's disappearing back, they both had a premonition. Ji Wuchang will definitely be extraordinary in the future. Bai Long was also very impressed with his father at this moment. It turned out that the old ones are the wisest. If the boxing gloves were given to Xiao Fan before, how could their Bai family have such a rich harvest? Chapter 7, Participating in the Auction. You are listening at novelfull.audio. When Ji Wuchang returned to Ji's house, Xiao Mei had also returned. Although this woman had no cultivation, her psychological quality was strong. When she saw Ji Wuchang, she did not reveal any flaws. What a pity. No matter how deep the scheming is, it is all in vain in front of absolute strength. Ji Wuchang would not let Ji Ping kill the other party immediately. Anyway, it would be the same in 2 days, so there was no time difference. At this time, Ji Ping came and said with a smile, "Wuchang, there will be a small auction tomorrow night. Do you want to go and see it together?" Ji Ping's words made Ji Wuchang slightly stunned, and he remembered, in the previous life, Ji Ping also came to ask him about this, but he was directly rejected at that time. Ji Wuchang believed that there could be no good things in the auction held in a small city like my city, but later, Ji Wuchang learned from senior sister in Kursan that Xiao Fan said that he bought a box that no one wanted at the auction in my city, and there was actually a map of a secret realm in it. Later, Xiao Fan visited this secret realm alone and learned a secret method from it. The name of the secret method is 100-fold sublimation instant killing technique. It can make your cultivation level soar dozens of times, or even 100 times, so as to kill the opponent. With this secret method, Xiao Fan killed his opponents in desperate situations many times, making this secret method shine. Moreover, this secret realm seems to be in the back mountain of Changsheng. The storage ring with the soul of a strong man also came from this secret realm. When he thought of this, Ji Ping's heart was instantly hot, and he immediately nodded and said, "Okay, then I will go with the head of the family to see it tomorrow night." Ji Ping was slightly stunned when he heard it. He originally thought that Ji Wuchang would never go there. After all, there was really nothing good in such a small auction. But Ji Wuchang agreed, which made Ji Ping very happy, and he nodded quickly. Watching Ji Ping leave, Ji Wuchang couldn't help but smile at the corner of his mouth. The sign-in location for tomorrow has been settled. Before dawn the next day, Ji Wuchang continued to sit cross-legged on the rooftop to practice the purple chi burning heaven art. As the sun rose, the majestic purple air poured into his body, and Ji Wuchang felt that he was trapped in the furnace again. Crack! That this was not the sound of the door opening, but the sound of the bones rubbing against each other in Ji Wuchang's body. From time to time, a wisp of black gas floated up from his body, and then dissipated in the air. This was the impurities of the flesh, which were constantly discharged from Ji Wuchang's body under the purple chi burning heaven art. Ji Wuchang felt abnormal pain all over his body, but he didn't even groan, and held it tightly. If you want to talk about pain, the pain of damaged tendons in the previous life is painful. When the spiritual power flows, there will be a piercing pain, especially when fighting with others. The tendons and veins hurt more, compared with the pain in the previous life. This little pain is really a small matter. Half an hour later, Ji Wuchang jumped off the roof with a wet body. After returning to the room to take a bath, he instantly felt refreshed. The day passed quickly, but when night fell, Ji Wuchang went out with Ji Ping and Ji Cheng. The auction house in my city is called Minglu Auction House, which does not belong to any force in my city. Ji Wuchang stood at the door of Minglu Auction House, and a woman's figure flashed in his mind. Minglu Auction House is a chain auction house in Boyanzu, and it has its own branches in many cities of all sizes. In the previous life, Ji Wuchang accidentally saved the life of the eldest lady of Minglu Auction House, and since then, the two have been entangled. The eldest lady provided Ji Wuchang with many good things, but unfortunately, she died in the end. But Ji Wuchang didn't know how she died. Ji Wuchang felt vaguely that the other party's death in the previous life was related to him. After the last time they met, she told Ji Wuchang that she knew the whereabouts of a special elixir that could completely eradicate the injuries to his tendons and veins. She had to leave for a while and collect it for Ji Wuchang. But since then, there has been no news. Ji Wuchang sighed when he thought of this. This silly girl, it's better not to meet me in this life. It's really unnecessary to ruin your life if you meet Wuchang once. Ji Wuchang put away his sighs in his heart, followed Ji Ping and Ji Cheng into the auction house, and sat in the number 1 box on the second floor. System, sign in. After Ji Wuchang sat down, he immediately spoke to the system in his heart. Ding. Successfully signed in at the celebrity auction house in my city, rewarded with 3 years of cultivation. Luck value +3. After the system's voice sounded, Ji Wuchang instantly felt a huge spiritual power surging in his body. With the experience of the last time, Ji Wuchang did not hesitate at all, and immediately operated the purple chi burning heaven art to disperse this huge spiritual power into his limbs and bones. Ji Wuchang clearly felt that his physical strength instantly increased a lot, and there was a faint golden light on his skin. You know, in the past 2 days, Ji Wuchang has used all his 5 years of cultivation to temper his body. If this were to be spread out, many people would probably be so surprised that their mouths would not close. How could there be such a fool in this world? But Ji Wuchang didn't feel sorry at all. He could feel that the first level of purple chi burning heaven art seemed to be almost completed. At this moment, a man in coarse linen clothes slowly walked into the auction house. Ji Wuchang recognized at a glance that this person was Xiao Fan. Ji Wuchang couldn't help but sneer slightly. He appeared here tonight to snatch the other party's opportunity. Xiao Fan, you are destined to return empty-handed tonight. Ji Wuchang did not have to wait too long before the auction began. On the auction stage, a woman came up. This woman looked to be in her 30s, with the cultivation of the first level of qi refining. She was very plump, which made many people's eyes light up slightly. Dear guests, I am Lu Dandan, the auctioneer tonight. Thank you for visiting our celebrity auction house. I wish you all a full load tonight. No more nonsense, the auction tonight officially begins. Lu Dandan greeted everyone, and her voice was very pleasant. The first auction item tonight is a magic weapon. Although it has some flaws, it should be a good thing for people who practice water-attributed exercises. As soon as Lu Dandan finished speaking, a maid came up holding a porcelain bottle. The porcelain bottle was surrounded by rich water vapor, and it was indeed a water-attributed magic weapon. Of course, this kind of magic weapon is used for cultivation and belongs to auxiliary magic weapons. There is a small gap at the mouth of the porcelain bottle, which is the flaw that Lu Dandan just mentioned. The starting price of this item is 50 low-grade spirit stones, and each bid is no less than 5 low-grade spirit stones. Interested guests can bid. Lu Dandan asked the maid to show the porcelain bottle around and smiled. As soon as Lu Dandan finished speaking, someone immediately started bidding, and finally the transaction was completed at 150 low-grade spirit stones. Chapter 8: The Darkwood Box and the Thunder Spirit Pearl. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ji Wuchang calmly watched everything happening in the auction house. In the blink of an eye, 6 or 7 items had been auctioned. In his previous life, Ji Wuchang had participated in many auctions, so he knew the auction process very well. The better things came later. Impermanence, if you like something, just tell me and I will auction it off. Ji Ping smiled and spoke to Ji Wuchang. Ji Wuchang nodded, his eyes always staring at Xiao Fan below. If this guy doesn't speak, he won't speak. Although he didn't know what this guy's luck value was, it was definitely terrifying. The other party is the kind of person with great luck, so the things he likes are interesting. What Ji Wuchang has to do is to cut off the who and collect what the other party likes. Ji Ping glanced at Ji Wuchang and sighed inwardly. He really hoped to strengthen his relationship with Ji Wuchang. After not seeing each other for several years, he felt that Ji Wuchang had changed too much, but the more this happened, the more Ji Ping saw Ji Wuchang's potential. If Ji Wuchang supports the Ji family in the future, the Ji family will probably not have to worry about anything for hundreds of years. Dear guests, next we are going to auction something that even our auction house cannot determine. After Lu Dandan finished speaking, a maid brought up a tray with a dark wooden box the size of 2 palms placed on the tray. As soon as this thing appeared, Ji Wuchang immediately noticed that Xiao Fan's originally lazy body was sitting upright. Ji Wuchang couldn't help but perked up, couldn't help but sit up straight, and then looked at the dark wooden box on the auction stage. Ji Ping glanced at the wooden box and frowned slightly. He thought it was just an ordinary wooden box. However, he immediately noticed Ji Wuchang's expression, and couldn't help but feel something in his heart, and he instantly knew what he was looking for. Dear guests, this wooden box is made of gloomy wood. It was supposed to contain some valuables, but it was taken away. There is no reserve price for this item, you can bid freely if you like it. After Lu Dandan finished speaking, everyone in the auction house withdrew their gazes. What's the use of a box? The scene was quiet, which made Lu Dandan quite embarrassed when she was standing on the auction stage. I will give you 5 low-grade spiritual stones. At this moment, Xiao Fan spoke. Although his words were calm, Ji Wuchang could still hear a hint of excitement in his voice. 10 low-grade spiritual stones. Just when Ji Wuchang was about to speak, Ji Ping made a bid. When Xiao Fan heard this voice, he couldn't help but frown. He recognized that it was the voice of the head of the Ji family, but Xiao Fan is determined to get this thing. When he was traveling, he heard something. The ancestor of the Feng family in Tianhe City left behind a secret realm and a terrifying secret method that could cross the border to kill enemies. The Feng family in Tianhe City was wiped out, and the map in the gloomy wooden box was snatched away, but the person who took it away threw the box away and only took the map, but found that the map was empty. Later, it was rumored that the real map was hidden in a dark wooden box. Xiao Fan has been inquiring about this matter, but he never thought that after going around and around, this gloomy wooden box would appear at a celebrity auction. 15 low-grade spiritual stones. Xiao Fan makes an offer again. Ji Ping originally thought that it was just a box, and since he had set a price, no one would fight for it, but he didn't expect anyone to bid. 20 low-grade spiritual stones. That when Xiao Fan heard Ji Ping's quotation, anger could not help but appear in his eyes, but he still said, 25 low-grade spiritual stones. 40 low-grade spiritual stones. Ji Ping's expression became serious and he directly added 15 low-grade spiritual stones. Ji Wuchang looked down. He saw Xiao Fan turning his head to look at box 1 on the second floor. There seemed to be anger rising in his eyes. 45 low-grade spiritual stones. Xiao Fan gritted his teeth and said. 50 low-grade spiritual stones. Ji Ping also frowned slightly at this moment. A broken wooden box actually fetched such a high price. Xiao Fan fell silent and did not make a bid. At this moment, Xiao Fan felt murderous intent in his heart, but he had to suppress it temporarily. He was not sure whether this wooden box was the right one, and the Ji family seemed determined to win it, so it was not worthwhile to continue fighting for it. Moreover, Xiao Fan also took a fancy to the next thing. If too many spirit stones were consumed at this time, the next thing would be unaffordable. Ji family, just wait for me. When I win the competition, you must spit out everything you took today. That when he thought of this, Xiao Fan instantly felt a lot better. Lu Dandan was a little confused at the moment. She originally thought that there would be at most 10 low-grade spiritual stones, but she actually took 50. This was far beyond her expectation. Congratulations to box number 1, for successfully acquiring this wooden box with 50 low-grade spiritual stones. As Lu Dandan finished speaking, the competition for this wooden box came to an end. Soon, the wooden box was delivered to box 1 by a maid, and Ji Ping gave the maid 50 low-grade spiritual stones. Ji Wuchang looked at the wooden box in his hand, then cupped his fists at Ji Ping and said, "Thank you, master." Ji Wuchang did not study this wooden box, and this is not the place for research. Instead, he directly put this wooden box into the system space. When Ji Ping heard Ji Wuchang's words, he couldn't help but smile, feeling that everything was worth it. The auction is still going on, and elixirs, exercises, magic weapons, etc. are all on display one after another. Although they are all of the lowest level, they are still competing for it. Dear guests, the next thing we are going to auction is a Thunder Spirit Bead. This Thunder Spirit Bead was obtained by a senior of my Minglu auction house from a Thunder and Lightning relic. The Thunder and Lightning power contained in it is equivalent to the full force of a person at the 6th level of Qi refining. The starting price of this item is 30 low-grade spirit stones, and each bid is not less than 10 low-grade spirit stones. Hearing Lu Dandan's words, Ji Wuchang's ears were buzzing. He understood one thing, that is, the full force of Xiao Fan in his previous life was not his power at all, but this Thunder Spirit Bead. Using the powerful Thunder and Lightning power in the Thunder Spirit Bead, he was injured in one fell swoop, and his tendons and veins were damaged. This Xiao Fan started to calculate himself from a long time ago, but he didn't realize it at all. I didn't lose unfairly in my previous life. Thinking of this, Ji Wuchang had to admire Xiao Fan. He knows how to endure, calculate, and please women. No wonder there are always all kinds of brainless women around him. Ji Wuchang's eyes swept over Xiao Fan, murderous intent. Xiao Fan, what you did to me in the last life, Ji Wuchang, will repay you in this life. Give him back what he has done to you. Don't even think about the Thunder Spirit Pearl, I'll take it for you. Ji Wuchang muttered to himself, and the moment Lu Dandan finished speaking, Ji Wuchang sat up straight and spoke calmly. 150 low-grade spirit stones. Chapter 9: The Benefits of Having a Spy Around You. You are listening at novelfull.audio. When Ji Wuchang finished speaking, the entire auction hall fell silent, and many people looked at box number 1 in surprise. Things like the Thunder Spirit Pearl are considered one of the wonders of heaven and earth. For those who practice Thunder attribute skills, it is indeed very useful. But if you don't practice Thunder attribute, this kind of thing is useless. The Thunder Spirit Pearl in front of you is very small, only the size of a thumb, Wuchang bid 150 low-grade spirit stones, which is not a low price. Xiao Fan, who was about to bid, fell silent when he heard Wuchang's bid. He only had 200 low-grade spirit stones in total. He originally wanted to take some from the Xiao family, but the Xiao family has been very tight in recent years and doesn't have so many spirit stones. Xiao Fan didn't need to look back, he knew that the person who bid must be Wuchang. Xiao Fan was very annoyed, but he naturally couldn't give up. 200 low-grade spirit stones. Xiao Fan directly took out all the spirit stones and made an offer. He gambled again, betting that Wuchang didn't have so many spirit stones, or was reluctant to give them up. But Xiao Fan's idea was quickly shattered. 210 low-grade spirit stones. Wuchang's voice sounded lazily, as if he didn't care at all. Xiao Fan clenched his fists, his nails had deeply embedded in the flesh, and his eyes were full of murderous intent. Wuchang, you already have a way to die. Xiao Fan whispered in his heart, wishing that tomorrow would be the time for the competition, and his murderous intent could no longer be suppressed. Without Xiao Fan's bidding, many people shook their heads and sighed for the sake of the Ji family. No one made an offer, and then the hammer naturally fell. Wuchang gave the 210 low-grade spirit stones to the maid and took the thunder spirit pearl from her. Wuchang almost wanted to laugh out loud. This auction house made a lot of money. Ji Ping was going to help Wuchang pay the auction fee, but was stopped by Wuchang. He had already received a gift from Ji Ping, and he couldn't accept a second one, otherwise he would be greedy. Wuchang didn't bid for the things that were auctioned later, nor did he pay attention. Half an hour later, Wuchang and others left the celebrity auction house and returned to the Ji family. Thinking of Xiao Fan's livid face when he left the auction house, Wuchang instantly felt unusually happy. After returning to the room, Wuchang took out the wooden box and began to study it seriously. If you just look at the wooden box, it's just an ordinary gloomy wooden box, but with the memory of the previous life, Wuchang would not be so naive. He first began to try to input spiritual power. Useless. Blood dripping to recognize the master. Useless. The soul poured into it and was directly bounced back, instantly making Wuchang's eyes shine. Then Wuchang slowly checked the surroundings of the wooden box and finally found a clue, that is, there was a faint breath of soul at the joint of the wooden box. Wuchang's eyes sparkled, and then he mobilized his soul power and poured it in. As the soul power continued to pour in, runes lit up on the wooden box, and then these runes broke one after another. As these runes dissipated, a small crack appeared at the joint of the wooden box. Wuchang exerted a little force with both hands, and the crack opened completely, revealing a palm-sized map inside. This map was drawn on a very fine silk, as thin as a cicada's wing. Wuchang suppressed the joy in his heart and hurriedly checked the map. After a moment, Wuchang's eyes showed excitement. He had confirmed that the place depicted on this map was the back mountain of Changshanmen. No wonder Xiao Fan often went to the back mountain in his previous life, nominally for cultivation, but actually for treasure hunting. It's just that the back mountain of Changshanmen is very different from the mark on the map, so Xiao Fan has to keep looking for it. Wuchang had been in Changshanmen for more than 200 years in his previous life, and was familiar with every blade of grass and tree in the back mountain of Changshanmen, but even so, he just looked around for a long time before he was sure. Xiao Fan, it turns out that your real starting point is in Changshanmen. Wuchang couldn't help muttering to himself, and at this moment he was completely relieved. Wuchang was still wondering how Xiao Fan found the storage ring with the soul of a beautiful woman in the back mountain. Now it is 100% certain that everything comes from this secret realm. After figuring this out, Wuchang's eyes lit up, and he was full of confidence in his future. Suddenly, Wuchang's heart moved, and he thought of a Jedi. In his previous life, when he was in the Purple Mansion realm, he explored a secret realm with more than 30 people. Everyone was full of confidence at the time, but they didn't expect that the secret realm was a pit, and it was a Jedi. If Wuchang hadn't been lucky and happened to activate a broken teleportation array, he would have died, but except for him, all the others were buried in the secret realm. When thinking of this, Wuchang couldn't help but reveal a sneer. In his eyes, he took out a piece of silk from the storage ring, which was also as thin as a cicada's wing. According to the memory of his previous life, Wuchang drew this secret realm and then put it into this wooden box. Then Ji Wuchang restored the wooden box to its original state, also leaving some marks. It can be said that except Ji Wuchang, no one can tell that this thing was tampered by Ji Wuchang. Xiao Fan, I will give you this wooden box. I hope you like it. Ji Wuchang smiled and then put the wooden box into the storage space. Early the next morning, after Ji Wuchang finished practicing the purple chi burning heaven technique on the roof, he called Xiaomei and Xiaohe over. Greetings, sir. That the two of them saluted Ji Wuchang at the same time, with looks of admiration on their faces. Xiaomei was of course pretending, but Xiaohe's expression was genuine. I have one thing for you too. I got a wooden box last night and studied it for a long time, but I found nothing. You two are girls, so you should be more careful and help me do some research. If you can find anything, I will definitely tell the head of the family and give you a heavy reward when the time comes. After Ji Wuchang finished speaking, he took out the wooden box he had photographed last night and then sent it to the two women. When Xiaomei and Xiaohe heard this, they couldn't help but nodded in agreement. Xiaomei stepped forward and took the wooden box from Ji Wuchang's hand. This wooden box is very important and cannot be lost. Moreover, I can only give you 2 days. You must return it to me after 2 days. Do you understand? Ji Wuchang glanced at Xiaomei and Xiaohe seriously, and said with a serious expression. Don't worry, sir, we will remember it. Xiaomei and Xiaohe spoke respectfully at the same time. Ji Wuchang nodded and waved the two of them to leave. Xiao He, since master gave us 2 days, how about we study for 1 day each? After all, we still have one person left to take care of master. Hearing Xiaomei's voice outside, Ji Wuchang couldn't help but have a faint smile on his lips. Chapter 10. The first system task is released. You are listening at novelfull.audio. An hour later, Xiaomei left the Ji family, put the wooden box in a basket and took it away. Ji Ping appeared beside Ji Wuchang, and the two watched Xiaomei leave. Don't you need to stop her? Although Ji Ping looked calm, his words were full of murderous intent. It doesn't matter, let her live for 2 more days, and do it when the competition starts. Ji Wuchang spoke calmly. Ji Ping nodded, and then said coldly, sell out the master for glory, let the whole family be buried with him. Not to mention the Ji family, the first family in my city. Even ordinary families will never tolerate the existence of traitors. From the moment Xiaomei passed the message to Xiao Fan, her and her family's fate was doomed. When Ji Ping left, Ji Wuchang couldn't help but whispered in his heart, system, sign in, ding. The Ji family in my city signed in successfully, and was rewarded with 3 years of cultivation. Luck value +4. After the system sounded, a huge spiritual power appeared in Ji Wuchang's body. This time, Ji Wuchang did not disperse this spiritual power into his limbs, but gathered them all in his dantian. With the influx of this huge spiritual power, the qi on Ji Wuchang's body surged step by step, directly breaking through the bottleneck of the peak of the 5th level of qi refining. Middle stage of the 6th level of qi refining. Ji Wuchang's eyes lit up and he felt it carefully. Although it is still a long way from the peak of the 6th level of qi refining, the overall strength is more than twice that of the peak of the 5th level of qi refining. Ji Wuchang is going to crush Xiao Fan with his powerful cultivation. Isn't he good at pretending? Can he be patient? Let's see who can pretend better. Moreover, as Ji Wuchang began to practice purple qi burning heaven art, he felt that his physical strength was much stronger than this time in his previous life. Ji Wuchang looked at the system panel. Host, Ji Wuchang. Cultivation, middle 6th level of qi refining. Root bones, earth rank middle grade. Luck value, 10. Special ability, none. System task, none. Looking at the luck value of only 10, Ji Wuchang couldn't help but shook his head and smiled bitterly. With such a small luck value, he probably couldn't do anything, but there's no rush. If you sign in slowly every day, it will always increase. Ji Wuchang didn't pay attention to when Xiaomei came back. He wouldn't bother with a dead person. There were only 2 days left before the competition. Ji Wuchang took out the Thunder Spirit Pearl, and his soul poured into it, leaving his soul mark in it. The Thunder Spirit Pearl was originally an ownerless thing. After leaving the mark, Ji Wuchang could mobilize the thunder and lightning power inside at any time. After putting away the thunder spirit pearl, Ji Wuchang began to wander in the yard. At first, his steps were slow, but then gradually accelerated. As graceful as a startled swan, extremely elegant. If someone pays attention to Ji Wuchang's feet at this moment, they will find that every step he takes is in the Bagua formation. This is a kind of body technique that Ji Wuchang practiced in his previous life, the Bagua wandering dragon step. Although this body technique is only of high-grade yellow rank, once it is fully exerted, it is like teleportation. Before Ji Wuchang's cultivation breaks through the purple mansion realm, it can be used. Ji Wuchang originally thought that it would take a long time to practice this body technique, but then he found out that he was wrong. As he wandered, the insights of his previous life continued to pour out, allowing him to practice the Bagua wandering dragon step to perfection in less than an hour, just a little away from perfection. Ji Ping stood in the distance, looking at Ji Wuchang with a surprised face. With his cultivation of the late 6th level of Qi refining, he couldn't even see Ji Wuchang's figure clearly, which made Ji Ping very shocked. At this moment, Ji Ping was sure that the body technique that Ji Wuchang performed alone would be invincible in the subsequent competitions. Ji Wuchang naturally saw Ji Ping, but he was at a critical moment just now, so he didn't care. System, sign in, ding. The Ji family in my city signed in successfully, and was rewarded with 1 year of cultivation. Luck value +1. At noon the next day, Ji Wuchang remembered that he had not signed in, but after signing in, Ji Wuchang was speechless. Signing in at the same place, the second time was too different from the first time. No wonder when I just bound the system reminded me that it is better to sign in at a different place every day, otherwise the reward will be sharply reduced. Feeling the pure spiritual power surging in his body, Ji Wuchang did not hesitate. All of it was scattered into his limbs and bones, and used it to temper his body. Young master, Xiaohe is incompetent and can't see what's wrong with this box, Xiaohe said embarrassedly while holding the box. Ji Wuchang nodded slightly when he heard it, took the box from Xiaohe, and said with a smile, "It's okay, I just let you try it." Xiaohe's heart was still a little uneasy, but when she heard Ji Wuchang's words, she let it go instantly. Seeing Xiaohe leave, Ji Wuchang took the wooden box, and then his soul poured in, and the interlayer of the wooden box opened. The things he put in the interlayer really disappeared. Seeing this result, Ji Wuchang was very satisfied. Spies are not scary, but they are afraid of spies with culture. In front of this 1,000-year-old monster, spies are treasures. Ji Wuchang put away the wooden box, and he can use it to hold some special things in the future, so he can't just throw it away. A day passed quickly. The next day, after Ji Wuchang finished practicing in the morning, he left the Ji family. Ji Wuchang went around and came to the door of the Wang family. System, sign in, ding. Sign in successfully at Wang's house in my city, rewarded with 2 years of cultivation. Luck value +2. The system's voice sounded, and Ji Wuchang couldn't help but smile. Sure enough, it's better to sign in at a different place. If I sign in at Ji's house today, I guess I won't get anything. Feeling a pure spiritual power in his body, Ji Wuchang didn't hesitate at all and dispersed this pure spiritual power into his limbs and bones. With the influx of this spiritual power, thunderous sounds rang out in his body. At this moment, Ji Wuchang felt that all the bones in his body were vibrating, and his skin was even more faintly golden. Ji Wuchang knew that this was because the first level of the purple Qi burning heaven art was about to be completed. Once completed, he would complete the first of the golden skin and jade bones, the golden skin. But there was still a little short, and Ji Wuchang felt that it should be the kind of finishing touch. Tomorrow is the day for the competition among the families in my city, and Ji Wuchang's eyes are full of expectations. Ding. The system detected that the master will fight Xiao Fan tomorrow, and the system task is released. Defeat Xiao Fan forcefully and completely change your fate. The shorter the time, the higher the reward. The system reminds the master that this is the first task released by the system, and the reward is very generous, so you must grasp it well. Just then, the system's voice sounded, and Ji Wuchang's eyes lit up instantly. The system finally released the task, and his experienced baby was about to go online.